On this next hunt, we're gonna be doing it urban style in Charleston, West Virginia. Now, if you're like me, when I think about urban bow hunting, I'm thinking about swing sets, backyards, people walking their dogs down the street. But in Charleston, West Virginia, we have some properties that I'm telling you, some of these properties are a lot bigger than the woodlots I'm hunting in the Midwest. All right, it's starting to rain on us, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and get this trailer hooked up to the Rambo bike. We're gonna pull it out this ridge to a stand setup we have. We'll put some Whitetail trail mix out and some more Lethal Addiction. I came in here just 2 days ago, put up a covert camera and put some Whitetail trail mix out, and there was a stump. I mean, it was a huge stump, and I poured some Lethal Addiction in it last summer, and it's ate down. I mean, the stump is gone, and the center of it's that deep. I mean, those deer got to be getting down in there shoulder deep. So we're going to take the bike out, put some more trail mix out, and freshen up that Lethal Addiction mineral site and put up a covert cell camera on it, because I want to get pictures of those deer. I mean, they've got to be shoulder deep going down in that hole. They've just absolutely tore that stuff up. And I told Tommy, one of these trees right here, when these big oaks, when the acorns start falling, it'd be a heck of a place to put a stand, but he won't let me hunt his front yard. He said I got to be at least 100 yards from his house. So we got to head back out this ridge a little bit. Let's go to our set. Let's go to our set. Like any other early season bow hunt on this show, it starts with preparation and scouting. We hit the woods in the early summer months with the Rambo bikes, the Whitetail trail mix, the Lethal Addiction mineral sites. I mean, we are getting these deer chummed in. We're pulling them in from hollers and hollers away, getting ready for that opening day of bow season. I came in here, I brought a bunch of Whitetail trail mix out just a couple days ago. But look at this hole. I mean, this stump, the inside of it was up this high. And it's dug down, I mean, 2.5 feet. Those deer gotta be climbing way down to get down in there. So we're gonna freshen up this, put out some more Whitetail trail mix, put up a covert cell camera. It's gonna be fun watching these deer climb down in this hole. I'll tell you what, they absolutely love this stuff.
Hey, I'm sorry, Grandma. Your bird feeder don't have nothing on this Whitetail trail mix.
Now we just ride out of here, go home, and sit back and start checking the app for pictures to start coming in.
What I really like about the urban season is it comes in a couple weeks early than our regular season here in the state of West Virginia. And it also gives me up to 7 extra tags to use for the year.
Another major advantage to the urban hunting here in West Virginia is the fact that it's bow hunting only. So a lot of these bucks are able to reach a mature age. We just got set up in these egg stands this afternoon. You know, it's a stand set. We hung down in here last spring. We haven't had any cameras down here yet this year. We had cameras on top, bunch of does, bunch of small bucks. You know, this is an urban area, but it's big woods. There's a lot of deer in here. We had a couple of decent bucks in here late season last year that I thought, you know, would be around. We haven't hunted this at all, but there's a lot of oak down in here. The acorns are falling like crazy. Down in this hollow with the warmer temperatures, it's a lot cooler down in here, so the deer activity might be a lot better. So we're going to set night down in here this afternoon, and, you know, hopefully there's a big buck in here we don't know about. So Dave and I were sitting in the stand and we had some does feeding under us. And even though I hadn't had any pictures of any big bucks, I just had a feeling there was a good buck in the area. And when Dave hit my shoulder and said big buck, and I looked behind us and saw what was coming under the stand, I mean, I literally about fell out of my seat.
Smoked him, baby. God, that was a stud. Holy crap, man. Holy crap, that was a big buck. He came out of nowhere, full velvet. Oh my goodness. I think the shot looked good. I think the shot looked great, man. I don't think he knew what hit him. He ran off, like literally. I look up and we had a couple of does down over the hill, and I tell Dave, big buck coming around your stand. I don't know what he was. He looked like a big eight. Oh, thank you, Jesus. God, that is my second velvet buck of the year. I'm telling you what, this urban hunting here in West Virginia and Charleston, man, you just never know. It's the first big urban buck I've killed in a long time. But man, what a stud. Give me some, Dave. Yeah, baby, big buck, Dave.
I just happened to be in a transition area between where he was bedding and Grandma's bird feeder.
Tell you what, that was a steep angle shot. We looked at the footage and the shot looked pretty good. I mean, he was quartering away pretty hard, so I aimed pretty far back. But tell you what, hunting these hills, I mean, this is a steep hill, and shooting from up there is right at a 20-yard shot. I mean, it's a steep angle. But the nock's glowing, and I'm hoping we got good blood on this arrow. God, it's buried in the ground too. Look at the blood already. Look at this. There's blood everywhere. Man, oh man. God, he's bleeding heavy. Heck, right there. Is that him right there? That's him right there. Look at that. That deer didn't go 40 yards. We'll fall down the hill. Look at that. I don't know how big he is, but we're about to find out. Goodness gracious. Holy crap. So I tell you what, another buck down with the elite bow. 2018 is starting off with a bang. I mean, gosh, we're still early in the year. I can't believe this thing's still in full velvet. This urban season here in West Virginia comes in 3 weeks before the statewide season. And I'll tell you what, if you look behind me, I mean, you got some big woods in here, some areas in Charleston where you're not hunting little tiny plots of land. And if you look at this joker, man, it can produce some dandies. The velvet's starting to come off of him, but I'll tell you what, this is one of the better eights I've killed. He's got huge mass, big frame, good tine length, great brows, some kickers down here at the base. That's a beautiful deer. And you know, we absolutely love to get out and target deer and find big bucks and hunt those deer. But man, when you have a feeling you're in a good spot and one shows up that you don't even know about, I'll tell you what, it doesn't get much better than that. This is a heck of a surprise. Oh man, 2 velvet bucks down this year. I mean, it's the first time I've ever done this. I did it in Kentucky earlier in the year with a big 10 point and then put this joker down. Man, what a deer. I'll tell you what, that was an exciting hunt. We had some does under us, and Dave was looking over my shoulder, and I just happened to look, and he was coming down the hill right behind him. Came right underneath us and gave us a good shot. Gosh, what a buck. I'm a happy camper right now. Thank you, Lord.